Greetings, gamer guys and gals. Welcome to part 3 of my Let's Play Fire Emblem 5, Thracia 776. And in this episode, we're going to first and foremost seize this gate and move on as we have done everything we need to in this chapter. Nana, Marita, where are you? Please answer me. Little Nan, Marita? Raedric must have taken them. What? That means they were taking a monster, right? Yeah, as bargaining chips in case Wiseman couldn't finish the job. It's the sort of thing Raedric would pull, all right. God's breath. Commander, we have to give chase. The two of them are counting on us. Now look here, little Leaf. Commander, you said yourself, I'm not a child anymore. Nana and Marita were taken captive because of me, and I refuse to let anyone suffer in my place. I will never again let someone sacrifice their life in exchange for mine. I understand. We leave at dawn then. I won't lie, little lord. This is gonna get rough. Get some rest while you can. And we shall save. Giving chase to Raedric, Leaf set out from Munster to rescue his companions. But while making his way along the shore, he passed near a small settlement, a coastal village by the name of Iz. Chapter 2, The Coastal Village. Bucks, is this kind of body count really necessary? We're here to make coin, not gut everything that moves. Look here, smart aleck. We got us a nice division of labor going. I don't tell you how to plan your strategies and whatnot, and you don't tell me how to go about plundering. Oh, and if it's them free-blade folk I worried about, we ought to saw to them. The boss tipped them off the Empire that the Leonster boy was hiding with them. Leonster boy? Wait. You mean Leaf? The prince? Are you certain of this? Sure am. The boss grabbed one of the village folk and used his talents with a knife to loosen his tongue. Stubborn fellow, though, might have survived if he had talked sooner. He resorted to torture, did he? Ha! You're one to talk. Boss says you're the one who taught him everything he knows about interrogating. There's a reason he ain't with the church no more, mate. Damn it, Lithus. You've become more trouble than you're worth. It's time we parted ways. I just need to make contact with the Leonster heir, and then Lithus is disposable. Now, how should I go about this? Well, before anything else, I must alert my benefactor. Finally, in Fire Emblem tradition, we are fighting off brigands who are doing pirate and brigand things and destroying villages and acting like fools. Commander, over here. That village is being raided. That's Lithus' crew by the look of it. They've been quiet as a mouse for a while, but I guess they move fast. And we have to move faster. We cannot stand by and allow this to happen. I love how short and sweet everything is in this game concerning story. Nothing drags on in this game, and I just really appreciate it. So first and foremost, we are going to be using a bit of a rescue chain strategy, as I like to do. Alright, so who has a spare vulnerary that we can give over to Halvin? That would be... or give over to Ocean. So that would be Halvin. So we're going to go ahead and take that vulnerary. And we're going to give that to Ocean for a later point in this chapter, just in case. I don't think we're going to need it, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. And right here, we're going to go ahead and capture this brigand. Or pirate, actually. And there we go. That's our turn. Very effective at that Dagdar is. Would have been nice if Marty at least hit, but oh well. You can't really expect a man who is relying only on the hit of his weapons, because he has no skill, to hit all the time. And Dagdar there, getting doubled by a hand axe wielder. And I guarantee, yep, he only has an attack speed of 2, while Dagdar has an attack speed of 4, so he shouldn't have been doubled. It's a cost activating. Very glad that that showed there. We can move Leaf here. I think what we want to do is rescue, move here, and move there. And there we have those units all the way up yonder. We're going to move here, and we're going to attack with the Vouge, with Ocean in the forest. So we get a bit of defense as well as quite a bit of a void. Terrain in this game is just very good. So we get 2 defense and 20% of void for being in this forest. Pretty fantastic in my opinion. So what we're going to do now is we're going to trade that Iron Axe and the Vulnerary. We're also going to give those back to Dagdar for the time being. And then we're going to take and release. We're also going to attack him. We are doing enough damage to hit KO him, as long as we hit. And we did not hit. So let's see about Tanya. Now we are doing enough here, so that should be good. We're going to go ahead and finish him off with Tanya. I would have liked to have finished him off with Tanya, but that's not happening. Don't think he has a Vulnerary. No, he doesn't. So that's perfectly fine. We're going to short bow this axe user, and then I do believe that pirate with the bow to our right can only reach... Yeah, he can only reach Ocean and Dagdar, so he's going to be attacked next turn regardless. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Dagdar doesn't care about your damage. You could have hit both those times and it wouldn't have mattered. And Ocean just one-hit KOing with his beautiful, wonderful Wrath and Vouge. I just love it. It's funny, because you can actually get another Vouge in this game if you go the B route later on in this game, and it's not preferential, so any one of your axe wielders can use it. Ronan, stop Ronan! Ma, I can't stay out of this any longer. I'll go and fight alongside. Oh, you must be with the Freeblades. I want to join y'all. I'm good enough with a bow and I can get around pretty fast. I won't hold you back none. But you've never been in a real fight like this before. You that eager to leave your mother alone in this world? That don't matter none. Every battle is somebody's first, right? Guess this'll be mine. I mean, maybe you can stand holding up here and waiting to die, but I sure can't. The kids are kind of disrespectful in this game. Alright, so yep, we're out of those guys' way. Barely. This guy actually has 1 point of movement more than he should. That's something that's very interesting about this game. Not only can the units fluctuate in all of their combat stats by upwards of 5 points from their base, they can also fluctuate in movement by 1 point up or just regular. They can't go down from that, so you'll never see like this hunter having 5 movement. 6 is their base, and that's the minimum they can have. But they can go up by 1. We're going to move Leaf right here, and hopefully they both go after Ronan. They should both be in range of Ronan and should both be able to attack him. All that being said, we're going to go ahead and visit this village here. These pirates grow bolder by the day. Just recently I heard that a cleric fleeing tower was taken prisoner by him. Mayhap you can help the poor dear, eh? Here, take this for your trouble. If you manage to find her, do send word that she's all right. So we are going to take that Vulnerary on you. We're actually going to give that to Halvin. Halvin would like to have a Vulnerary now. We're going to move him here. We're also going to KO this hunter, or pirate, I should say, and then move up with Ocean as far as we can. Perfect. And that's it for this turn. Yeah, the reinforcements in this chapter are pretty much endless. Not really endless or truly endless. They will stop at some point, but you can grind off of them if you truly wanted to. Not something I ever do, nor would I care to. Grinding, in my opinion, is very boring in Fire Emblem, but it is there for those people who do want it and do like it. So there is that. There are some units in this chapter that you do have possession over that you can make much better by taking advantage of a bit of grinding at this point. On Paragon mode, it's not at all necessary to grind. Very nice level up, Ronan. Very nice. So now that we're on this next turn, let's go ahead and talk about our new unit here. An Archer, Ronan, level 1. Well, I mean, he is level 2 now, but he has a follow-up critical modifier of 1, so he is not really a critical machine. But he has some very lopsided growths, and his bases aren't all that great either. His bases are slightly worse in almost every area except for con and strength than Tanya. He has very weird growth. 40% HP, 15% strength, 55% magic, 45% skill, 55% speed, 20% luck, 5% defense, 2% con, and 3% movement. So this is the attack again and move again Archer in this game. He has that niche for himself. We'll see why that is in a moment here. So what's interesting about him is there is no magical bow in this game. So that magic stat that he has there, that growth rate, 55%, is literally defensive only, which is still good. He's basically supposed to be the magically resistive archer that can take out mages and other threatening units like that. His strength isn't that great, but it doesn't really matter because of promotion and other things like that. You can buff his strength as well. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but he does just have really strange growths. And I would say all around he's worse than Tanya in most aspects, except for when you start looking at his bottom screen. He has 3 Vigor Stars. That's a 15% chance to move again after every turn. 7 movement instead of 6. He does not get a movement point upon promotion. So he basically has his movement from promotion front-loaded. He has it now. He doesn't get it later. He does have a 3% growth in it, so he can technically get some more movement, and you can pretty well likely count on him getting at least 1 if you do raise him 20/20. He has an E rank in bows and only 30 in bows. Now, he does have an extra 5 because we did attack 5 times in last turn. Because he has Adept, attack speed, percent chance to perform a consecutive attack. This is an awesome skill. So he's move again, attack again. That's his whole game. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Ronan is actually a really cool unit. I've used him on several occasions, and he's not bad at all. I would say Tanya is objectively better concerning growths, but when it comes to utility, Ronan is better. Just all around better, in my humble and personal opinion. We're going to go ahead and attack and defeat this guy right here with Ronan. Perfect. And as you can see, archers do get a massive amount of experience points. Massive. And then we're going to move up Leaf. And let's see. So she's not doing enough to 2-hit KO. But we do have a means of helping that out. Alright, so he's going to do 12 to me. Alright, let's see what happens here. You have any idea who you're dealing with? I'm the Bucks, a baseborn from Thracia. We only needed him to hit once, but that's wild that he did only hit once. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and attack with Avel and finish him off, as long as we hit both hits, hopefully. And we crit. Awesome.
Ugh, you'll regret this someday. I deserve to die at sea.
Well, you're close to the sea, Bucks. Does that count? I hope it would count. I don't think we're going to regret this, my friend. Alright, let's keep moving up. So, in this chapter, there's 3 villages that you can visit. We're about to visit the 3rd one right now. You have to keep these villages from being destroyed at the very least in order to get the Gaiden chapter that comes in the right after this one. Gaiden chapters are hidden chapters in which you have to do certain side objectives in chapters to obtain them, and that's the objective for this. You absolutely want to visit this, even if you do not want to visit Gaidens in this game, just because of what it can give you. Let's go ahead and equip the Iron Axe and visit. You lot just had to play hero, didn't you? Now this whole village will be razed by the pirates in revenge. They'll make one big bloody example out of us. What are we supposed to do? How can you say something so cruel, brother? These people are putting their lives on the line for us, and you've got the nerve to complain? You're too naive. The pirates would have killed a few of us, sure, but they had no reason to hunt down everybody. Except these idiots couldn't leave well enough alone. I'm sorry about my brother. He wasn't always like this. By way of an apology, take this magic trinket. Not sure what it does, but maybe it'll be of use to you. It's about time somebody showed those pirates what it's like to fight for their lives for a change. And we get the speed ring, something we are going to be giving to Leaf, and it gives +3 speed upon use. Wildly strong, in my opinion. Wildly. And we can go ahead and move down here. So this is our southern pirate party, and we have a northern pirate party. These two. Ronan could technically help with the northern pirate party, but it's not necessary. Usually it's not necessary, I have to say. I have to correct myself a bit there. Alright. So we can put Dagdar right here. Halvin can stay there. You guys can stay there. Ronan can go right here just in case we do end up wanting to use. And we just got our very first Vigor Star of the playthrough, and it was totally inconsequential. Ocean is going to go here and attack and KO this pirate with the Vouge at range. Now, the reason why I do this at range, even though it seems like it'd be kind of a waste of a preferential weapon use here, is because if all 3 of these pirates who are within range... Well, actually, this pirate's not within range. Sometimes he is. It depends on his movement. He has 6 right now. Or 5? Oh, the pirates have a base of 5. Okay. The hunters have a base of 6. So if this guy has a movement of 6... he will be within range of Ocean, and if all 3 of them hit, Ocean dies. And it's just better to play on the safe side. We are going to be playing this chapter another whole turn after this player phase that's coming up. And the reason being is because we have to use items on our characters in actual chapters. You can't use them even in the convoy or the deployment screens or anything like that. You can't use items like that. We don't have the option of the deployment screen and so on and so forth at this current time, but even if we did, we just wouldn't be able to regardless, so keep that in mind. Alright, pretty good level, Halvin. Pretty good. With that being said, we can trade you the speed ring, and then you can go give that to Leaf. And we can use it right away. So our 6 speed turns to 9 speed. And we already have 4 AS with the light brand. Of course, that will buff even more. Alright, so this guy does not have Now, he just has 5 movement. I'm pretty sure plains and sand... Well, sand, I know for a fact sand reduces movement, so he might not even be able to attack me if I put Ocean up close. But we're going to just do this anyhow. And then we're going to... Alright, so 11... Okay, he has a 15 attack. Yeah, Ronan is not surviving if he goes up close and that guy can reach, so we're not going to bother with that. But we are going to bother with this and go ahead and attack with Thracia. I do like giving Thracia experience points in the early game because it really helps her. There's several characters we have in our party that disappear after the Kerberos arc. The Kerberos arc ends at Chapter 3. And Thracia is one of them, so is Dagdar. And when they return to you, it is better to have Thracia have a bit better stats than she does, so that she can help her own survivability a bit. It's not necessary, per se, but it is useful. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and end our turn. Next turn, we will be seizing, so whatever we don't accomplish this turn, we're just not accomplishing. Alright, cool. That guy is going into the river, very interestingly. I thought he was going to go after Thracia, but I'm guessing because she wasn't at lowered health, he didn't see her as a viable target, considering he probably has way more hit on Halvin and Ocean. And this guy has an iron axe, so we can safely go here and just chip him with Ronan. This is not important, but might as well. Yep, and there we go, a Ronan level up, getting that magic. It's very rare you're going to see anything like strength off of Ronan. Alright, so we can attack this guy here. We're not... oh, we have a 47 hit. We're likely not hitting that at all. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, I mean, it gave Marty some, you know, experience points, because chip experience points, even when you don't hit in this game, is pretty wildly generous. This is a KO for Halvin. But he missed. Well, I mean, that means it could be a KO for Thracia, as long as she hits both her hits. She's doing 6 times 2, and he has 11 health, so let's hope. Ah, she missed. That's Thracia RNG. 1 RN will mess with you sometimes. That's okay. We're seizing. Lord Leaf, I presume. And you are? Augustus, at your service. I'm a priest of Bragi on a pilgrimage. Is there something you need from me? With respect, I don't have time to spare and talk. Neither do I. I take it you're headed to the Corsair Isles to nip this pirate threat in the bud? Indeed. If we leave them be, it's only a matter of time until the scum attack is again. Besides, I hear they are also keeping a cleric captive there. I see. In that case, allow me to be your navigator. I can guide you to the Isles. What? Why would a priest know the way to the Corsair Isles? This old man has many surprises left in him yet. I'll tell you that much. Still, the decision is yours. We'll probably be taking you up on that offer. Chapter 2X, the Corsair Isles. I shouldn't have to say this, Lithus, but don't you dare lay a hand on the cleric. Oh, right, got it. You could stand to give me some time today, Sephi. We both know I could get you anything you want. Just go along with me, yeah? I have given my word to see Lady Linowin's hopes realized. Unless you wish to join us in fighting for Tara, I will not falter. Take up arms against the Empire? May as well stand on the shore and try to push the tide back. Perhaps it sounds impossible, but the alternative is to do nothing, as innocent children are ritually slaughtered. No matter the cost, no one with a drop of mankind could stand by and allow this to continue. We're not naive. Everyone knows the risks. We know we'll likely die, but this isn't just about us. This is bigger than one city or one society. This is about resisting the grip of damnation itself. Laptus beckons Lithus. The world hurtles ever closer towards his jaws. Tara is the only place in Jugdril still in dispute. Where will you be when history is written?
Well, Look, you're out to fulfill your lady's hopes, right? If I say yes, will you fulfill one of my hopes?
If it is within my power, I will.
It's a deal. I'll talk to my boys, make sure everybody is on board. Don't forget our little arrangement.
Very well. Of all the rotten luck, we just had to land right as it was getting dark. The timing isn't ideal, granted, but with a torch in hand, your men will be able to see a ways ahead. I don't believe we have any flint or tinder handy. What are our chances without torches? Your men won't be totally blind, but they'll barely be able to see in front of them. Still, I imagine you can find a spare torch or two lying around somewhere. Then let's get moving. There's no time to waste. Alright, so Chapter 2X. And we can go ahead and move forward. Alright, so we're going to move here with Leaf. And then we're going to move with Ocean, rescue Leaf. And then we're going to move with Halvin and take Leaf and drop him right hither. And Marty... Okay, I don't think anybody has, like, mismanagement of items currently. Oh, that's pretty awesome. We did not need that to happen, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. So let's go ahead and put Avel right there. We're going to put Finn right here. We're also going to dismount Finn. So reason why that is will become very clear soon. It's actually awesome we got that movement star. It was not needed. I can do this strategy without it, but buddy, let me tell you, that's going to actually help. And I appreciate it. So it's kind of wild that this guy decides to attack Dagdar here rather than any one of our other units, because yes, he is going to double him, but I don't think the AI takes that into account at all. Like, literally at all. We're going to attack... So, let's see, 12 times 2. We're definitely KOing here. Awesome. Were we not KOing, I would have used the Vouge. And let's move forward. Keep on keeping on. We can go ahead. Our Avel is quite a bit further than she actually would be normally, so we might as well go ahead and initiate this conversation. The pirates seem to have greater numbers. Can we make it through this, Commander? Numbers aren't everything. We keep our heads about us. We'll make it through just fine. Of course, Commander. Still, would you happen to know anything useful about this Lithus thug? Ha! Thug is too generous for Lithus. He's small time, ain't even worth killing. When we get our hands on him, take him alive, and don't let him go after the fighting's done. We'll bring him back to Iz and see that he gets justice for his crimes. That is a hint on what you're supposed to be doing in this chapter. Do keep that in mind. Alright, so Halvin, we're going to move him down here. We're also going to move Finn as far down as we can, and Ronan as far right as we can. Ooh. Nice. That's actually not of any use to us because we don't want Dagdar to be blocked. So here's the thing. It's actually more expedient and better for Ronan to go to the right because he's faster. But for the sake of capturing with Dagdar and his Brave Axe and making it more reliable, you would want Tanya to go to the right. I usually forego that for the little bit of RNG we have to deal with just because of the fact that she's slower in the sand than Ronan.
Boss, you really mean to make for Tara? I'm going pale just thinking about fighting the Empire. I mean, we might as well just jab a knife in our necks now and save everybody some time.
I know. I'm just leading her on. Gotta get my foot in the door with that lass. And just who does Shiva think he is, talking to me like that? Did that cutthroat sellsword go unconscious when nobody was looking?
Hey, boss, we got a couple of do-gooders scurrying in from the west.
What? Here? You gotta be joking. All right, boys, let's go say hello. The sharks are gonna be well fed tonight.
Man, such a relatable, good character. And as you saw, the screen panned to the upper right-hand corner when those two were talking, well, those three were talking. That should be your hint as to where to go in this chapter. Where I'm going with my left force right now is not at all where you want to go. It will not lead you to the right direction, just letting you know. It will lead you to a couple of useful items we want, but it won't lead you to the correct place you need to go. All right, with that being said, I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to bid our farewells. I want to thank you for joining me, and if you like my content, please upvote and follow, or like and subscribe. And while you're at it, have a great and glorious day gaming.